Jamie Lee Curtis, she likes it, doesn't she?
She's been doing my radio promo for me. Thank you, Jamie.
In it. That's what I'm saying. When something catches fire, it's like, you know what? Jamie Lee Curtis can just make this happen. Cool.
Yeah, that was great. We love her.
Yeah, but I just wanted to talk about SNL a bit. Was that terrifying? Was that quite scary?
You know what? It really was very terrifying. And I think that you could see that in the performance. Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen. Hang on, this is not in time. I think I should lead.
Okay.
Pipe down, Keats. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas. We wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year.
That voice only belongs to one person.
It's me, Lily Allen, everyone. I'm back.
I mean, it's no big deal. I mean, we don't really give a fuck, but it's nice to change up the chair every now and then. So we thought, let's see if Lil's about, with all her spare time at the moment, can she do this? And she was like, I got time, babe. I got enough time.
I always got time for you. Always got, well, not always, but
thanks.
Today I do. So here I am.
You know, when the album came out and you had the party and all these people like sending me messages going, it's so sweet that Lily invited you. I was like, excuse me, I'm her best fucking friend. This wasn't a sham. Yeah, she's going to drop me now. The album's done well. So Lily Allen returns. And even though it's been great, oh God, it's been good to hear her voice around the world again. There's one thing that Lily Allen does that I'm personally excited to hear again. So Lily, if you could do your Big Brother voice for us. That's what I'm mainly excited about.
Because I've got a Big Brother chair.
Now that your house looks a bit like a Big Brother set.
Dear 24 in the Big Brother house.
Incredible.
Lily is in the diary room.
Whoever that guy was.
Miquita's such a fucking bitch.
No, it is lovely to have you back, and we're going to talk about something that you might be pretty familiar with now.
Okay, what is it?
The theme for this week's Listen Bitch is, let's say it together, success! Oh, we all yearn for it, we all hunger for it, but what does it feel like when it actually arrives?
Well, you're asking me?
No, not asking you. We'll go into the questions. Let's have our first question for today's Listen Bitch. Lily Allen's fucking here.
Hi, this is just a really quick question for Lily. How does it feel to be like a bad fucking bitch? That's all I want to know.
That's what I was trying to say. Thank you. How does it feel to be a bad fucking bitch riding again?
Gosh, you know what is so funny is that, you know, when she asks that question, instinctively I feel like I have to make myself small and be like, I'm not a bad bitch. Because people get riled up by the idea of women standing in their power. But you know what? It feels fucking great and powerful, and also it feels amazing to be getting the response from other women that my music has been helping them feel empowered and seen and heard and angry and full of rage and like they're not gonna fucking take it anymore. So yeah, it feels great. No more small for me or for you.
Nuh-uh, not this time. It's the year of the horse next year, for fuck's sake, we're riding. Let's have another question. Hopefully it's as good as that one.
Hi, it's Amy from Sittingbourne. I love the podcast. I just want to say I'm obsessed with West End Girl, and I managed to get tickets to see you perform it at the O2. I'm so excited. So my question about success is, does it feel really different with this album with regards to how success is measured? You have TikTok, a lot more social media, things go viral. This album obviously has gone very viral. It's been picked up in the press a lot. So does success feel completely different with this album than it did in the past with your others? Thank you. Bye.
It's quite interesting, actually. I was thinking about that the other day.
Yeah, it you know what? It doesn't actually. It feels different to albums 2, 3, and 4. But it feels very similar to album 1.
All Right Still era.
Which is when my, music kind of came out of MySpace, which was also, it was the sort of first one of the first examples of music becoming successful from a website and the internet. So, it was really driven by users and data from the internet, which was, a new thing at the time. Obviously, the internet has been around for 20-something years, or at least social media has been around for 20-something years. But yeah, it feels very similar in that, on my first record, I didn't really feel like I had to do much of the work. It felt like it was very organic, and it was very much, word of mouth. And that has, been how this has felt. Albums 2, 3, and 4, I felt like I was, a bit of a workhorse in terms of like, doing a fuck ton of promo and flying around the world and I haven't been to one radio station.
I know, at all.
I have not been to one radio station yet. I'm very grateful for all of the radio play that I've been getting. Thank you so much. But and it's not that I haven't really wanted to go, but it's just it hasn't happened.
You haven't needed to, and that's actually fine.
The people have been, doing it all for me, and I'm incredibly grateful and just so happy that everyone's enjoying it and talking about it and doing its own thing.
I can't believe we kept it a secret. I actually can't.
I know.
How the hell did we do that? Because when Jordan first started on Miss Me, that was like when Lil was like, I'm going to leave and do my album. And then in those few weeks, I thought that I'd probably fuck up and tell someone, or that it just would come out. But it was very like you said you wanted it. Nothing, bang! That's what it was like. That week was a bit crazy. And we were having a really shit week, weren't we, in that Wednesday when we had that dinner?
Yeah, but I also think people assume that there was a strategy behind it. There really wasn't. The strategy was that, the album, usually when you make a record, you decide, or, the record company decides what the single is going to be and what you're going to service to radio.
Yeah.
And you then go and find the money to make a music video, and you hope that music video and the servicing to radio will make an impact to drive sales towards an album. And I knew that I couldn't find a starting point for a single. Like, the whole album is a story, right? Based on some experiences that happened in my real life. And so it didn't feel right to choose, the most upbeat song on the album, because then you'd be entering the story at the wrong point. So it was like, okay, this thing has to come out all together. And also, it's a very small distribution deal that I have with BMG. So it wasn't like I had a huge pile of money to make videos with. So it was like, okay, this is the strategy is just to put it out there, see which songs people are drawn to, and then we'll go and make the videos and stuff. But then, of course, we put it out there, and we didn't really get that data because people were listening to the whole thing from start to finish, which was a real shock and surprise. And but also like amazing. It just felt the whole thing is just a fucking dream.
It's fucking crazy. Dream shit, innit? Did you see there was someone that said like it's a bit like Miseducation in that way of like you listen from start to finish? I was like, Jesus Christ.
Well, okay, well I think that might be going a bit too far, but okay.
No, I don't think so. I don't fucking think so. What's your favourite song now on the album?
The first song that I wrote for it was a song called Just Enough, which is like the ballad of the album. And that will, as soon as we wrote that song, I was like, okay, I think I know what I'm doing. And I think I know what this is. And then we wrote Tennis, which was the second song. We did both those songs in one day, on the first day. And so those two will always, hold a place in my heart. But to be honest, I think they're all fucking bangers.
I think they're all fucking perfect. Jamie Lee Curtis, she likes it, doesn't she? What was
she's been doing my radio promo for me. Thank you,
yeah,
Jamie.
That's what I'm saying. When something catches fire, it's like, you know what? Jamie Lee Curtis can just make this happen. Cool.
Yeah, that was great. We love her.
Lily, Allen, it's so fucking delicious to have you back in this. Well, I don't know about this chair. Where's the one that you had?
This chair is a very expensive piece of design history, I'll have you know. Can't remember the name of the designer, but I know it's fancy as fuck.
But the other one was on SNL, right? The one from early Miss Me.
Yeah, that's from my house, yeah.
Yeah. Dino was gassed.
It was like, miss me chair, miss me chair.
Miss me chair on SNL. I was like, okay, cool. Let's have another question.
Hi, Miquita, and who I can only imagine as Lily Allen. Welcome back if it's you. I'm assuming it's you. My name is Kat, and I am reaching out from New York. I have had a very difficult relationship with success in my own career, also working in music. But my question is specifically, I guess, for Lily, with all of this success that is coming, how does it feel when the press has been eating you alive, Lily in particular, but also both Miquita and Jordan, 6 months ago or whatever, the press was still being awful to you, and now they're eating out of your hands, Lily. I imagine it must feel really good in some ways, like, yes, fuck all of you. But at the same time, it also must feel like, what is the value in that? If success is measured by the press and by the audience and all of those things, and you get it, does it still feel complicated to you? Or does it just feel fucking good? Okay, thanks, guys.
Yes, that is the question, isn't it? That is the question.
The question of the day.
How's it feel?
Okay, well, seeing as the question was directed at me, I will answer it. Yeah, it feels pretty weird. I like it, obviously. It's nicer than being shouted at and told that I'm a terrible person all the time. But at the same time, I'm super aware, because I have been here before, that nothing is permanent. And although I'm trying not to act from a place of fear of everything turning again, I am also aware that it will at some point. But I am just very committed to enjoying this moment.
Yeah. How long do we think this moment is going to go on for?
I have no idea.
I'd say we've got quite an interesting 2 years ahead.
Oh, wow. That's being generous. I like that. I'll take it. I'll take 2 years.
Do you really think that people couldn't even get like 2 years out of this kind of success anymore? You think it can be that fleeting now? Like Charlie's all right, isn't she? She's not going to suddenly have a dud year. That's going to go on for a while.
I don't know. Anything could happen. I think the point is just to enjoy, be present. And when things are going well, just appreciate the fact that they're going well. And they are going well right now. I think in the past, I have felt like I've wanted to control that, and try and make sure that, I can make it last for as long as possible. And that hasn't served me particularly well. So I'm just loving it, and I'm just like looking forward to.
Yeah, fuck it. Why not?
A few weeks ago, there were sort of 3 things that were going on. Like I had to, preparing for SNL was the big thing. I'm doing a music video, which is, a big thing. And also my tour starts in March. So those are the 3 things that I've been focusing on, and I haven't really been thinking much beyond those things.
And of course, raising children.
Sorry, who? Sorry, no, I'm just playing with my very large diamond and emerald ring.
What? What fucking diamond ring?
This one, babes.
That's an interesting... No, that's your right hand. Okay. Did you buy yourself, well done
I bought
me?
myself a little present, not really that little.
Did you? Oh my God. I bought myself a little little diamond, not like that, diamond ring from the Narrowway in Hackney from the boss man, jewellers, when I won Bake Off. So I get it. I totally get it.
You've got to treat yourself.
Celebrate
right?
these wins.
You just got to, mark the moment.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Did that answer the question?
Yeah, but I just wanted to talk about SNL a bit. Was that terrifying? Was that quite scary?
You know what? It really was very terrifying. And I think that you could see that in the performance. And I didn't look at the internet for a couple of days afterwards because I thought, oh my God, everyone's going to be so horrible about my vocals. And then I did look on the TikToks, and I think people actually liked that it was a bit of a mess.
Yeah, I wouldn't go as far as a bit of a mess, but it felt raw and real.
Yeah, I think that, like I was singing some, about some pretty heavy things that have happened in the recent past. And, I was in New York, which is where I lived for a while. And that was quite hard. And also being having not done it for 7 yeif really.
Jesus.
And doing it on such a massive platform. It was scary. And I think that if I hadn't looked like I was a bit scared, people might have been a bit confused. And I think they liked it, and also feel like excited about like being part of a journey and coming to the tour and seeing how it evolves and seeing my confidence evolve as well. So,
Exactly. That's exactly it. We're kind of at the beginning of something, aren't we? As I said, I feel like this whole crazy train ride is going to go on for a few years, and it really is like the beginning of the next bit.
I don't want to be so presumptuous as to say it's going to go on for a few years, but I'm very much enjoying this moment.
I can say that it'll come for a few years. You didn't say shit. I said it.
Okay.
And how's Josh O'Connor? He's so cute.
He's so cute.
He's like
He's so
adorable.
nice.
Yeah.
He kept saying, he kept like running into, like new people would arrive at the set, like my best friend, Dakota Johnson, and
Yes.
our other best friend, Dakota Johnson, sorry.
I'll share the space.
And he would go, you'll never guess what, Lily used to live in the same village as me in the Cotswolds, not realizing that it's a really triggering subject matter for me. I'm like, it's literally the worst thing that's ever happened to me is that I lost that house. And so every time he would bring it up, I'd be like, I loved it there.
We've
Really
covered that,
liked it."
Josh. I lost that house. Remember?
You're like, isn't it such a coincidence? And I still live there. Not Josh lives there. No, I do not.
What, is Josh O'Connor from like that neck of the woods?
He's from that part of the
Oh, of course he is.
part of the country. Yeah.
Right.
So yes, it was. But he was so sweet, and I thought so good at the job. Not everyone kills it on SNL, and I thought he did a really, really good job. I thought he was really funny and really endearing, and the whole experience was just so lovely. I loved all the producers were so nice and so kind, and the stage manager was so lovely, and everyone just made it such a pleasurable, lovely experience. And I'm not saying that just from like, oh my God, it was so great to be here. Like, it genuinely was really
It's a tight ship.
great.
That's why it's been on TV for like 50 years or something. What, 40 years?
Yeah, they really know what they're doing. They're
really
not phased
do.
by anything, and they, they're just like, it's just great and funny. But everyone they're just being silly, being funny.
Such a shame that we couldn't make our own, isn't it?
I think they are, aren't they?
No, but we've discussed it, and it's not the same. Let's have another question about success on this Christmassy, cozy afternoon.
Hello guys, it's Laverne here from London. Just wanted to say you guys are awesome. I've been following for a while, along with all my girlfriends from Ealing. I wanted to know, in terms of success, is there any rituals that you guys do after you've had some success in something? I tend to go to one of my favourite places. I went there when it first opened, to the Shard, to one of the restaurants there, and I'll sit and I'll get a cocktail and something nice to eat and kind of celebrate that little success for myself. And I was wondering if you guys do the same, if you have any places you go or a ritual that you do.
We buy diamonds, obviously. I just said. We like to buy very expensive jewellery for ourselves. No, I mean, I bought one ring, and I don't know whether Lily buys stuff for herself every time you'd be buying a lot of shit for yourself.
Are you actually kidding me? Like, I have a tiny little bit of success, and I'm convinced I'm a billionaire, and I've been shopping like an insane person. And,
What, right, recently?
Or just all the time, all day long, shop.
Well, you don't have much time right now, so you must just be hitting those shops hard, quickly and efficiently.
Hitting the shops hard. No, there's definitely some handbags have been bought.
Sure.
And some jewels have been bought. And a car has been bought.
Wait a minute, that wasn't bought.
Yeah, HP. On a never, you know?
Okay.
I don't want everyone to hate me. This is a really tough time of year for people. I don't want to feel like everything's great in my world.
Let's not talk about that. No, but that's why I think it's really important that we talk about success today, because obviously it's so beautiful, Lily, to see you, for this to be happening, and to watch you shine and glow from inside and do what you're on this planet to do. But we both had really fucking horrible years. And I think it's really important to remember that, not just for you and I in our relationship, but just while we do this, it's like, yes, I personally am having a really wonderful time and I've landed on my feet in this really beautiful flat, but I worked really hard for this place and I had a terrible time and a lot of fire to go through to get to this place. And so did Lily. So I think we can be real life guiders in that way, or just life reminders that, like, even though it's good now, probably going to turn to shit by spring. No, I think it's going to be good for a while. But we did have to go through fire to get to these glory places, right?
Listen, it's peaks and troughs. Like, you know, there are highs and lows. Like, it's been brutal this year, but it's also been amazing. So I can't complain. I'm very, very happy. I think it's time for a break. Welcome back.
Do you want to ask for another question, you jolly little elf?
Can we have another question, please?
Let's have another one.
This is Rachel. This is literally the first time I've ever written into a podcast, but I thought this topic of success was just such a good one. I couldn't help myself. So I'm a wedding photographer and I've been doing it for 10 years now. And my experience with success is this imposter syndrome that never goes away. And I think it comes in waves. I think there's some comfort in knowing that, especially for creative industries, everyone feels this a bit. So I'm not alone in that. It's a real shame because often you deserve to be there. You deserve to be in the room if someone has hired you, especially in something creative. So I guess my question for you guys is, what is your experience with imposter syndrome? And have you had any good advice on how to deal with it that isn't just ignore it and it'll go away? Because I don't think it ever does.
No, it doesn't. Not if you don't face that little monster in the eyes. I was talking about this with Mum today, Lil, and Mum is going through it. And I said, don't worry. She's going through a little bit with her new book and has lost confidence. And she said, it's just unfamiliar and I don't like it. And I said, well, what does it being unfamiliar tell you? It tells you that this is rare. You're not faced to grapple with your confidence in what you do very often. So if you are being asked to do it, it's time to look at the monster. And I had to do it this summer when I started getting quite horrible messages on Instagram telling me that I was uneducated and uninformed and ill-informed. And I didn't know how to get up and do my job again. It was bloody horrible. But the comfort I found in the unfamiliarity made me realize that it's quite rare. So if you've got to look at the monster, it's time to look at the fucking monster. And then you get to the good shit. What was the actual question?
How do you grapple with imposter syndrome?
Do you get it, Lil?
Yeah, I mean, like, my whole life feels like imposter syndrome.
Not this round, not at 40, surely.
Yeah, of course.
I thought there'd be something about this round that you were like, right, okay, I guess I can do this. I know who I am now.
There's a level of that as well. But, you know, the little voice is always there going, you don't deserve this. You're crap. You're a Nepo baby. You haven't got any talent. Yeah. And, you know, it's hard to drown those voices out sometimes. But
that's why you buy so many handbags.
That's why I buy so many handbags. I actually did EMDR therapy yesterday about my spending, and it's how it's related to my sense of self-worth, and we tried to separate the two. So let's see how that goes.
Yeah, but accumulating, you mean? Because my mum does it in Waitrose. My mum does it in the supermarket. So I do understand that thing of self-worth being directly focused into what you buy and how you buy.
Yeah.
My mum buys like she's going to run out.
I think I'd try and get rid of it because I don't think that I deserve it.
The money.
Yeah.
Careful, babe. That's how I went bankrupt.
I know. That's why I did some work on it yesterday.
And what is EMDR again?
It's a special type of therapy. There's like, what do you call it? Like stimuli that stimulate the left side and the right side of your brain and basically try and, you know, create new pathways in relation to certain behaviors or traumatic experiences or traumatic interactions with certain human beings or anything really. So yeah, and I've been doing talk therapy for a long time, and I started doing EMDR about 5 months ago, and it's like been life-changing. I just absolutely love it.
So it's been in the background of all this new success this whole last few months.
Yeah.
Whoa,
it's been
dude.
great.
Yeah, that might be quite a massive tool that you brought into your life for this crazy moment.
Yes. So that is my experience. I know there's many different types of therapy out there. I am not a doctor and I am not qualified to give that kind of advice, but this is what is working for me currently.
EMDR. Sometimes you just need to be like, what is the actual process?
Well, you usually start by sort of deciding on what it is that which area you're going to focus on during that session, and then you visualize the experience and decide how, basically if you're trying to change your attitude towards a traumatic event, you try and think about how painful that event is from 1 to 10. And then you activate the stimuli, which in my case is these 2 vibrating balls that I put in each hand. Okay. And you sort of close your eyes and put yourself in that situation, and then try and identify what the feelings are that are coming up actually in your body and in your mind. And then you do that, sort of 5 or 6 times, and you find that the pain level associated with it goes down and down and down. If you're trying to get rid of a negative behavior like spending or drug taking or drinking or addiction to sex or whatever it is, you do the opposite. You think of the good feeling that it brings up in your body, and you try to disassociate that good feeling from, your sense of self-worth or whatever. So if it's like, in my case, a handbag, then you try and separate yourself from thinking this handbag is going to make me a better person.
Yeah, okay. Well, no, but at the time when you're looking at it and questioning it, obviously feels ridiculous, but that's got nothing to do with the feeling, right? You've got to sort of bring that.
But it's really interesting type of therapy. I'm not really clear on the science of how it works, but it seems to be working for me, so I'm very happy about it.
Good for you. I like when you're working on yourself.
Thanks, babe.
It's always good.
It's a lifelong project.
Yes,
we're both. Project.
You sexy bitch. You asked for the next question, you king of the world.
Can we have the last question?
Hey, John and Miquita. I sound like shit, so you're probably not going to play this, but went out with my friends on the weekend and here we are. Success. I find it really hard when people define success as the stereotypical. So I had a child really quite young, and it was almost perceived that because I'd met someone and having a child before my 21st birthday, that I wasn't going to be successful or things wouldn't go the way it should do because it wasn't the norm. I now run my own business. I've never been out of work for more than 4 days since the age of 16. I'm really proud of the great parents we are and always have been. I'm of a generation where it was bad enough, but I really feel sorry for the youth of today who are just driven by the you need to succeed. Success to me is doing something that makes you happy, getting what you want from life yourself. So my question to you guys is, what is it that someone told you couldn't do that you made damn sure you did? Not to prove them wrong, but because you always knew you had it in you. Right, I'm going to go. Take care. Bye.
I think yours is pretty obvious.
Oh, that's so sweet. I love her. You go first.
My idea of success is really changing, which is really big because, as you know, it's been cemented in validation from screen time for 20 years, maybe 25 years. And yeah, that's really changed for me now. And I have to say, even though Lil's had this amazing year, amazing last quarter, there's stuff I want for you and I that isn't just about work, I think it's really important for me and you to have other things in our life, whether that be adventures that aren't filmed or love of good partners and good relationships with your babies. And I want good relationships with your kids and things like that, like the relationships within our family and stuff. I know that they're a big part of how I see success as now. You know how we had that big fallout with Phoebe and everyone? And Phoebe and Sasha are so good right now, and they gave each other they're just so intimate and close at the moment. And they were hugging each other at Suleiman's birthday the other day, and I just thought, wow, our family's in really good shape right now, including you lot as well. I just feel really that feels very successful. Everyone's very happy. Theo and Alfie are good.
Me and Alfie are good. Alfie came to SNL with Arrow. It was so amazing.
Stop. I know, and I saw Alfie even just posting about it, and I was like, fuck, everything's really come together again, and we're really all like with each other and holding each other. And there's a lot I think that you and I can have in this life that don't have anything to do with albums or
Yes, I agree.
you know, TV shows.
I was going to say that, you know, a lot of this episode, we've been talking about success in our careers, but really and truly, I think that in the past year, the thing that has kept me alive actually is the, you know, the reigniting of a lot of the relationships that I had lost over the past 5 years when I've been in America. And I really fucking value my friendships and my friends, and in a way that I haven't. I think I've valued them, but I haven't, you know, worked at them. It doesn't feel like work. It feels like real, and it feels connected. And as much as I'm grateful for my friends being there for me, I'm also, you know, I really enjoy being there for them. You know, I think it's nice for it to all feel very reciprocated and even. And I'm just loving my life and all of the people in my life more than I ever have. I feel so grateful and so happy.
You were really there for me this year when I was really just starting to go down in the summer.
Oh, babe.
You were so good. No, you really were. You would like move into my flat. I was like, I think I might fucking have to. And I needed that. I think we've really looked after each other this year. And I think that is a bloody sign of success, isn't it? Definitely a sign of successful therapy. And I've been in a lot. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Let's ride on into 2026 on our horses. Because it's the year of the horse. Get rid of those snakes. Let's get on our horse. Our
it's
happy
time
horses.
for the equestrian year, the ride of our lives. Who's willing to ride? Yes, we will call the episode that. Thank you for gracing us with your king presence. I did everything I could to try and play just 10 seconds of Dennis Brown, Profit Rides again. We cannot play music on Miss Me still. Turns out. Still can't. But I do think we should sing a king anthem to just ride this out.
Oh, I could sing Good King Wenceslas walked.
I was thinking more reggae, but sure.
Okay, I could do it in a Jamaican accent, but I think everyone would get very offended, and that would be the end of my career.
No, you're right. Let's do 1, 2, 3. Good King
Wenceslas looked out. I don't know what the rest of the words
on
are.
the eaves of Stephen.
La 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 la. This is going well.
Merry Christmas. Okay, thank you. And right? Let's remind people that this voice is beautiful. Go on, let's remind people that this voice is beautiful.
Hang on,
We've got
let's
time
just
for the
Google
lyrics
the
of
words
Good King
Wenceslas.
Okay, 1, ready?
Wait, I haven't got them up yet.
Wenceslas, what a name.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of
Stephen.
Hang on, this is not in time. I think I should lead.
Okay.
Pipe down, Keats.
I'll come on, Christopher Bright.
Good King Wenceslas looked out on the feast of Stephen, when the snow lay round about, deep and crisp and even. Brightly shone the moon that night, though the frost was cruel. When a poor man came inside, gathering winter fuel.
And that's why she's the king. Thank you, Lily Allen. Love you. Merry Christmas, one and all.
It's been a pleasure. Bye.
Bye.
This has been an absolute pleasure and joy. Thank you for having me. Miss Me is going to have a little break for the next week. But there are more treats coming on the other side of that break. So stay tuned.